The following is a presentation of SportsGroove TV and Heritage Sports Radio Network, the voice of HBCU sports.
3 CIAA teams came to West Liberty University, and when the dust had settled on the end of this NCAA Atlantic Regional, none were left standing despite impressive performances. I'm Mark Gray from West Liberty, West Virginia, and the HBCU Sports Nation rolls from the NCAA tournament next.
Black Collar Groove. Black Collar Groove. 1, 2, 3, hit it. Black Collar Groove. Ride, come on. Black College, stand up. HBCU.
Bowie State, Winston-Salem State, and Shaw University all brought the mantle of representing for the toughest conference in Division II. And while two of the teams were able to get victories in their first contest, when we got to the regional semifinals, the cream rose to the top. And unfortunately, this season, the cream was not from the CIAA. Bowie State, after a double-digit blowout performance against Mansfield, ran into a buzzsaw against Indiana University of Pennsylvania, the only team in the tournament from this region who had been to the last 3 NCAA tournaments, played with poise, particularly down the stretch. In the first half, Bowie led by as many as 14 points. However, a relentless comeback that began on the defensive end of the floor led to a 25-point swing, and the Bulldogs actually trailed by 9 at the end of the first half. However, Darrell Brooks' team was able to get back into the contest, but Indiana University of Pennsylvania, the number 2 seed, played with too much poise, and they were able to knock down threes at will. As a matter of fact, they were raining threes as though a certain former NFL cornerback was in the building as they really shot the lights out, ending Bowie's season. And the Bulldogs, who were disappointed after losing in the first round of the CIAA tournament, they were able to win in the first round of the NCAAs, and Darrell Brooks knows that this team is building towards next year.
We bring everybody back, and we add a couple of guys, so I'm excited about where our program is heading. I think we got the blocks in place to build a really good program.
So with Bowie already eliminated, it was up to Shaw to carry the mantle of the conference against the number 1 seed and undefeated Hilltoppers and homestanders from West Liberty University. And the crowd was electric, but Shaw, who had played the week before in Charlotte, played with poise and put themselves in a position to win, thanks in part to an outstanding performance by Raheem Smith, the CIAA's most outstanding performer in their tournament, playing in his final college game, had a career high. Raheem Smith drops 34 points, but it wasn't enough. Too many breakdowns defensively left the best 3-point shooting team wide open for looks that they were knocking down at will. And of course, it was difficult for Shaw to win the contest when there was an enormous disparity in terms of free throw shooting. Shaw went to the free throw line for the game only 12 times. Meanwhile, it was West Liberty who shot 31 from the charity stripe, and that was a dilemma that the Bears could not overcome.
We shot 12 foul shots and 9 3-pointers. We're going to the basket a lot, just to give me the call.
Now, you really don't want to take anything away from West Liberty, who was masterful in execution down the stretch. They played with poise and with confidence being at home as they knock off Shaw, ending the CIAA's run in the NCAA tournament and ending the season for the conference on the men's side as well. So despite the disappointment, the CIAA has a lot to feel proud about. In an 8-team region, they got 3 bids and could have made an argument for a 4th had Virginia Union won a contest in the conference tournament. However, this is a very talented team with a lot of young, outstanding players coming back. Just look at the 2 teams who fell here. Tony Smith, the point guard, who was an all-CIAA tournament performer, returns to run the show for Shaw, and Travis Hyman, the consummate air traffic controller, the man in the middle at Bowie State, will be back to lead the Bulldogs, hopefully to a win in the conference tournament first and then back to the NCAA tournament. So as we close the book on the CIAA season, once again, they're not able to advance to Springfield. However, it figures to be a tough conference up and down as it was throughout the course of the 2011 campaign. I'm Mark Gray. That's the story from the NCAA tournament. Don't forget to keep it locked to HSRN.com all summer long for all the news that you need to know from around the world of HBCU sports. Till next time, I'm Mark Gray, and I look to see you around the HBCU Sports Nation.
Black Island Groove. Black Island Groove. 1, 2, 3, hit it. Black Island Groove. Ride, 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 come on. Black College, stand up. HBCU.
This has been a presentation of SportsGroove TV and Heritage Sports Radio Network, the voice of HBCU sports.